it's Lauren with Bead Box Bargains, and today we're going to take a look at the new and upcoming items that you will start to see on our website today, Monday the 7th, and we're going to do our best to get everything in this video listed by Friday the 11th. So if you don't see something on the site yet, it is coming soon. This is what we're working on this week. So first of all, we just got in some gorgeous gemstone beads, and we've got some really pretty, this is fancy jasper, like different kinds of rondelle beads, like these are more the disc or hishi or however you say that. I never know how to pronounce that word. And we also have pink rhodonite in this disc shape as well. Look at that. Gorgeous. I love all the colors of fancy jasper. It's a great gemstone for fall. And then you got the pretty pink rhodonite. We also have some little tiny rondelles that have the smooth, like more rounded edges as opposed to these like mini, like more drum shaped. But we've got these in sodalite. Look at those blues. That's a really pretty sodalite. And then also rainbow fluorite. You've got a lot of purples and greens and clears in this strand. It's really pretty. And then also in this peach moonstone and sunstone mix. It's so creamy. I love those. Very pretty. So these are fun shapes. We also have some faceted rondelles, just a couple. But we have these gorgeous citrine rondelles. Look at that. Those light gold colors with the clear tones. And they're just beautifully faceted. Fantastic. And then also, these are so gorgeous. Look at these agate rondelles. So these are dyed and heat treated to get these amazing watery blues. Look at that. It's like a cloudy sky or a lagoon. I could not resist this strand. I love the mixture of different transparencies and the patterns and just those gorgeous light blue colors. Those are so, so pretty. And then we've also got some other shapes. Look at these little pink opal cubes. They're such nice quality. You've got that creamy, creamy pink tone with some of just a little bit of like the darker inclusions that are part of the stone. And it's just a really, really beautiful, creamy little strand. Again, gorgeous faceting. This lapidary always does stunning facets. Speaking of which, we've got some faceted rounds too. Look at these amethyst. These are so pretty. Gorgeous purples. Just really lovely. And the faceting on those, it's so crisp. Look at that. Sorry if I was holding it too low there. Love that. Some really gorgeous amethyst. You know, I am so excited about this next strand. They were a little more expensive, but so worth it. Okay, a lot more expensive than what I usually buy, but I couldn't say no. Look at that chrysoprase. The quality on this chrysoprase is just gorgeous. That really, really light green. It's very, very pretty. You've got a little bit of like the dark inclusions and some of the darker flecks, but not a lot. This is a very, very nice quality strand. The color is amazing. And yeah, the price is higher on these, but for good reason. They're absolutely gorgeous chrysoprase. Some of the nicest I think I've ever had in. So I was very excited to find those. We've also got some smaller faceted strands. Here's some blue apatite, which I love this gemstone. I love the icy blues, almost to more of like the capri blue, almost cerulean colors. Really lovely. So they had 2 different batches of sunstone, and I bought some of each. And I'll show them to you together. So this is the more expensive batch. This, you'll see the color's just a little more vivid, and you have a little bit more of those red little like aventurescent flecks that give it its shine. And you can tell there's a little bit of moonstone to this batch too. You have a little bit of that kind of like white shiller of the moonstone. You can see there, hopefully it'll come through, but also those little sunstone flecks. And this one has a lot of them too. It's just not quite as intense a peach color. I'll put them on the white so you can see them next to each other. So this one's just a little bit peachier. This one's a little bit whiter and more of the clear tones. They're both lovely. There will be a little bit of a price difference. You can pick which one you like better and what you need for your project. And then we also have a strand of 4mm rounds in that sunstone and moonstone mix too. All right, I am filling this up, so I'm gonna kind of squash it up. Make some room. There we go. We also have a lot of these faceted like cylinder nugget beads in again. These are always really popular. It's such a fun shape. So here we have some citrine, and it's a great golden yellow. We have some Botswana agate, like orange Botswana agate, which is natural agate. It has not been dyed or heat treated. Ooh, we have some chrysoprase here as well, and you can tell this is a little bit lower grade than the really clear greens up here. You have a lot more of the like light crystal colors and more of the dark, rougher patches, but they're still absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful greens in that strand. And then we have some Prennet. I love Prennet. I feel like it is such an underappreciated stone. I love the like grass-like inclusions, and it's just such a nice green. And then we have some aquamarine. Now this looks like, to me, it has been heat treated to get those blues a little more intense, but it's still a very, very pretty strand. We've got some African turquoise, which is actually a dyed jasper, but it looks like turquoise when it is dyed because of the matrix in it, which is how it gets its name. We have some gorgeous blue apatite and some amethyst. It's a really nice purple amethyst. We also have a couple longer strands. We have some amazonite, and this is really lovely quality. Look how intense those blue-green minty tones are. And this is a longer full strand. Some of them were sold in smaller strands, some of them were not. So these are really gorgeous amazonite. So pretty. Really happy with the quality on those. And then this strand, I might have to look and see what it is, because black stones all kind of look alike to me. I have a harder time identifying them. I'm going to say maybe tourmaline, just because it is pretty heavy. And it's got these, like these surface imperfections look very much like the tourmaline crystal, just its crystallization pattern to me. So that's my guess, but I'll look at the paperwork from the factory or the lapidary and confirm that when I make the listing. Either way, it has a good heft to it. It's a really lovely glossy black. Very pretty. All right. It may also be like a black garnet or a similar stone. So again, I will check into that before I tell you wrong here. So we've got a few other stones too. Make a little more room here. We've got a bit of carnelian coming in, or red agate. These are really lovely fall colors. Here we have the 8mm, and we have a 6mm too. Just trying to keep this stone in stock as much as I can. It's always a big seller during the fall season, and for good reason. It's just so pretty for fall. Ooh, we also have, these are interesting, these yellow opal chips. So this is cool. This is a really long strand, as chips tend to be, but not always with an expensive stone like yellow opal. And you just have such a fun mixture of yellows and honey tones and white and black and brown in there. It's really pretty. I like that for fall also. Very cool. I'm going to set it over here on the side along with this one, which is not wanting to sit nicely. We've got some Peace Jade, as it's known. So this is a naturally occurring blend of quartz and serpentine. So you've got the green serpentine and the white quartz, and then occasionally some purple lepidolite in there too. I think it's lepidolite. So again, it's a natural stone. It's known as peace jade, technically not jade, but that is what it is called. So just always trying to be clear about what the composition of our stones actually is. It's always interesting to me to learn those things. And we also have some gorgeous turquoise dyed magnesite coming in. So the magnesite has this wonderful natural matrix. So again, when you dye it turquoise, and it takes the dye really nicely, you get this really vivid color. You have a beautiful turquoise look at a fraction of the cost of a natural turquoise strand. So really like magnesite. Here's another. We also have, again, these Hishi beads, and please correct me if I'm saying that wrong. I literally, that's one of those words I look at and my brain's like, I don't even know. And I should have looked it up before I made this video, but I did not. So these are really gorgeous. Again, that flat rondelle shape and just that beautiful turquoise color mixed with the natural brown matrix of the magnesite. So very pretty. We just have 2 more strands of gems coming up this week. So first of all, we have these dyed, I believe it's dyed sesame jasper. Oh, it may actually be larvikite. And again, I will double check that. I think it's the dyed larvikite. We had these in blue, and we also have them in this deep violet, like very dark purple. So that's a fun strand. And then finally, we have some really pretty 6mm labradorite coming in. You can see there's some really nice flash on some of these. Most of them have some flash somewhere. It's a little more obvious on some beads than others. But it's a really pretty quality in the 6mm strand. So yeah, get some nice labradorite coming up. Look at that. It's very pretty. I don't know if the flash will come through on the camera as well as it does in real life, but try my best. Alrighty, so these are going to be our gemstones for the week. Always very excited to get a shipment of gems in. After this, we're going to have some crystal beads, so we'll take a look at those next. Alright, we have some really fun crystals coming up. We have these mixed strands that have this silver half finish on them. So they're very colorful, very sparkly. This one's like your dark blues. And then we have a light blue, ooh, kind of like cornflower blue. And this one's more AB finished than silver, actually. So here, I'm going to set it in a pile over here because I think we have a couple more silver also. Here's the light blue silver that I meant to grab. Look at that. It's just so interesting. All right. And then we also have, so we have these blues with the silver coating, and then we also have a bunch with an AB coating. The Aurora Borealis look, that multicolor shine. So here is the like white and gray and clear strand. And then we have our icy blues or dark blues. And some lighter blues. Love that. I really like the mix in these strands. You've got some opaque, some like that jade blue, and some that are transparent. Here's green. Love it. Again, a good mixture of different finishes, or, you know, different transparencies rather, all with that AB finish. And then there's also yellow. Ooh, that's a pretty strand. And a red-orange mix with some pink in there too. And a very pink mix. So pretty. I love these mixtures. Both these, the silver is really interesting. It just has so much shine. And then the AB finish gives these like a multicolor look too. So lots of mixed round strands. And then we also have some more of these faceted like rice barrels coming in, again with that AB finish. We have this lavender color, which is gorgeous. We have like a light semi-transparent, kind of like a milky sky blue. The light blue opal there. This strand is trying to come apart on me, but it's gorgeous. I love that color. Almost like an opaque blue zircon look, like a light teal. We have a really nice minty green. And then two different reds. A really nice like scarlet vermilion type red. And then this like slightly darker, more cherry red. They're very similar, but this one's just a couple shades darker than that one. So those are pretty. And then we finally have some more of the triangle beads from May's box. It's taken a while to get them all manufactured in and they've sold out very quickly each time we have had them. So these are going to be shorter strands, but we do have a bunch of different colors. We've got the original like sunshine color. We've got this crystal shadow. We've got this like light vitriol. So shiny. I love those little crystal triangles. They are so eye-catching despite their small size. We've got this like light rose with the Aurora Borealis finish. And crystal AB, so shiny. Look at that. So shiny. And then we've got like this, it's like a different kind of a lavender. You've got your opaque lavender here, and this is more like a transparent lavender. It's very pretty. Look at that. Love how sparkly these are. I just want to pick them all up and play with them. Look at that. So shiny. I love it. Makes me happy. And we also have some other colors of crystal mixes. Now you've probably seen a couple of these. We had some dark blue and some black previously. We got all the rest of that batch in this week that we're working on. So these have about 500 pieces per bag. They're sold by weight, or they're packed by weight to equal approximately 500 pieces. I don't know. They're packed at the factory. We didn't pack these. So, but the one I counted did have about 500 pieces in it. And you've just got a lot of colors mixed in here. It's really great. It's just basically like getting 5 strands of crystal beads for a really low price. So you have this red mixture, and then we also have orange. We've got a whole rainbow to look through. And this has like orange, yellow, and clear, and this like pale jonquil, and some gold in it. Very pretty. It's a very fall mix. Yeah, and I dropped one. I'll have to go after that during the break. And then this yellow mix is stunning too. Look at that. Again, you've got jonquil and gold and some dark yellow and some clear. It's just so pretty. Make sure I get all of them back that time. And then the green ones came in some different packages, so I snipped them open and stuck them in a bag a while. This is our like lighter green turquoise mix, like a turquoise seafoam. You've got some like gray in there too, and some silvery green, like the green iris. It's just such a pretty mix. I love that. And we have a slightly darker green. Ooh, also gorgeous. You've got some more like emerald and olivine tones in this one. Again, with some of those opaque greens too, and crystal. And this has like a little blue iris. Interesting. I like that mix a lot. It's just very sparkly and pretty. Such a big bag. You've got like your blues here, your lighter blues. So gorgeous. And again, you've got that mixture of like the jade finish, that's semi-opaque, the transparent and opaque blues that look so pretty together. I'm going to throw one over here. It didn't go on the floor, so we're good. Okay. And then we've also got some purples. Ooh, that's so gorgeous. Look at that. I love that mix of purple because you've got some deep like berries. Again, it feels very fall to me. Love that. And then we have some pinks. These definitely give me Valentine's Day vibes. Very lacy feeling, if that makes any sense at all, which probably doesn't, but I love that with the whites and the light pinks. And then you've got this really vivid pink in there too. Lots of different finishes. You've got that light rosaline color and some clear as well. And then finally for our mixes, we have these white, clear, and silver colors mixed together, which is really pretty too. It's very subtle. It feels very icy, snowy. I love this one for winter. It's gorgeous. Here we go. They are sticking to me. Here we are. So, yeah, these are my samples. I'm excited to take these home and play with them, but we've got some really fun mixes and crystal beads coming up. All right, so next we're going to take a look at some findings. We've got some toggles and some caps, and then we'll have some check glass and spacers. All right, so we have some clasps coming up next, which I'm pretty excited about. So here's this giant clasp. It's so fun. We've had this in copper quite a bit. We have it in silver and gold finishes this week. It is a really unique, cool, large clasp. I like that it's not perfectly round. It's really just something a little different. I really like their off-round shape. It just gives some really unique design choices, and they're just so stylized and so sturdy. Also, these are very strong. They'd be great for a heavier piece. You wouldn't have to worry about them breaking. We also have these similar but smaller toggles. I love these also. You've got kind of a, it looks like almost like a bird's nest, like twig kind of a pattern. And they're just fun to use. I like how it kind of sits nicely in the ring there. The bar and the ring just go together. They're well designed. I like them. Something, again, just different and unique. And we have some more classic toggles too. Get these with the little like rosette swirls. These are some of my favorites. I don't know why I love that pattern so much, but I do. They are really fun, just classic, a little bit fancy. They make me happy. I don't know why, but I like them. We also have these floral medallions, like a modern floral, which is almost more like a leaf accent looking thing. But I like that they have just a little bit of texture to them. They are very cute, and you do get 4 per bag. I should have stuck them back in my bag so I'd remember which was which, but that is a problem for later. Also, we have these. I am going to put one back in my bag because look at me remembering to do things. This is an interesting style because you don't have a ring on the ring here, or a loop rather on the ring here. You just would attach it directly to your cord or use a jump ring or whatever you would like to do, but it gives it a really neat look. Again, something just a little off the beaten path and a little different from your traditional round toggle. Here's another that's very similar to a basic round toggle, but it's got a little bit of wave to it. I like that. As I drop it on the ground. Here we go. Well, the table. All right, I like this wavy pattern. It catches the light nicely. And again, it's just a little bit of something extra over and above just a standard round. We have some fun flower patterned rounds in antique bronze, and you get, again, 4 per bag. I'm going to show you 2. And these are really fun because they've got this great like twisting leaf bar. They are completely double-sided, and you've got then almost like a sunflower ring. So I think these are really fun for fall designs. They're a good size. And yeah, just that leaf, that twisted leaf bar. It's really, really neat. I like it. It's fun to play with. It's like a little spiral. Those are cute. We've got some leaf toggles. I like these for fall too, which again, 4 pieces per bag. I like that the bar is just basic, but the leaf ring, it just uses like a cutout in the leaf to fit the bar through. I will say with this one, I usually would put smaller beads at the end so that it's really easy to pull this up and through the hole in the leaf, since it's not got quite as much clearance as your traditional toggle. But I like those a lot. And then we have some of our very popular dotted flower clasps. And these are just such a classic. Again, a little different from the basic round. You've got the dotted pattern on both sides. Oh, and we also have some hook and eye clasps. So these are rose gold finished. And then you've got your little swirly hook and little eye shape. So you just put them together, and then there's a little ball right here that makes it difficult to come undone unless you pull it sideways and then do it that way. So I like these. They're pretty sturdy and they feel very secure. And again, you get quite a few per bag. We've also got just a couple styles of magnetic clasp. So we've got, I believe this is stainless steel. But again, I will double check. They printed that label wrong. Usually TOG is our our clasp cue. That one says toff, like toffee. That's funny. Now I want toffee. All right. So these are just like your basic magnetic clasp. They do have a little bit of a lip on it to keep it from just sliding off, which is nice. And we've got a rainbow iris finish as well. Those feel pretty sturdy. They are sold individually, and I believe they are stainless steel. So yeah, those are our clasps for the week. We've got a few caps coming too. Let me set these aside and we'll look at those. Okay, so first of all, back in stock, we have the antique bronze with the patina caps. Now these were from June's box, and they were so popular that we requested another run, and the factory was finally able to make that happen for me. So I'm very excited to have these back in stock. If you've been waiting for them, they will be in this week. Also, we have some cool big old like bead cones, and these are super fun for making multi-strand designs. You'll get 4 per bag. I'm leaving 1 in the bag. So you can like use it to gather all your strands underneath, and or you could just use it over a large like oval or rectangle, or however you want to use it. Just thought those were cool. I like the patterning on them, and the size is just something a little different. And we have some other cones too. These are, we've had these in before. They're a very popular size. Again, you could gather a 2 or 3 strand in these. They have kind of a Southwest vibe to me, with that little like rope or dotted detail there. And they're a great size also to just use over a regular round bead. You will get 10 per bag of those. Got some little lacy gold caps here. These are cute. I like this type. They're very simple, but they add some elegance to any design, and you get a bunch in that bag. And we have a few rose gold. Well, really just this one rose gold style, I guess, this week. But I like it. It's that dotted round again, and look really pretty with those rose gold clasps. And we also have the silver version of the cap that was in the September box. So if you liked that shape but wanted it in silver, well, now you can have it. Anyway, those are pretty. And I'm pretty sure we've had this style in before. I like this 4-loop pattern. It's kind of fancy looking. Just a little, again, just a little different. And then we have some of these more like industrial looking. These are a nice size. Like dotted rounds. Those are just cool. I like those. Really fun gold finished bead caps there. And I think that's about all we have in bead caps this week. We just got a few styles in this latest shipment, but we have a lot of spacer beads coming. Before we look at those though, I think the next thing that we're gonna list is our check glass arrivals. So let's take a look at them. All right, so we have some wonderful vintage check glass in. And this week, pretty much everything we got is fire polished. So we're gonna have some amazing sparkly beads, and I'm very excited. I'm gonna leave some in the bag to make it easier to put away. But we have these large, I believe these are 12 millimeter in this like olivine color. Those are so fun. And again, just beautifully faceted, gorgeous colors. We have these rondelles that have the Picasso detailing on either end, and you will get 10 pieces of these. They're that jet black with the Picasso on them. I really like those. We also have some 10 millimeter in this milky blue opal. I love that color. Look at that. Stunning. And we have these interesting tri-cut beads in a crystal with a green silk swirl. So you've got that, these are actually, I think, table cut, but you've got that, those 3 cuts. And they look so marbled. They look like little marbles with the green in the middle. That green silk swirl is gorgeous, almost a cat's eye glow to it. So pretty. All right, and we have a bunch of 8 millimeter and 6 millimeter fire polished rounds. I'm going to show you the 8 millimeter first. So many beautiful, vivid colors. Here you have an amethyst. And these will be sold 16 piece per bag, all the 8 millimeter fire polished will. So these are hand sorted by our sorting team. Oh my gosh, that like lavender opal. Look at that. It's beautiful. Just such gorgeous, vivid colors. Czech Republic does glass beads better than really anybody else. They're my favorite anyway. And these are some amazing vintage colors, like this deep opaque amethyst. We got some colors in that I just haven't seen very often. And some are more regular colors, like your medium sapphire here. Again, just so pretty and shiny. And some are more specialized, like this cerulean. Look at that. You don't find that as much on the market today. So very pleased with these. We do have, I think these are a modern check. And I love this finish. It's got like some silver and blue and black all mixed together. I think this is a modern one. I will take a look at the labeling and that will tell me. But they're just really interesting. I like those. Just all kinds of pretty colors here. Love that color. Like light emerald tealy color there. And here's a slightly darker version. I may actually leave this one in the bag so I don't get them confused when I'm putting them away. So yeah, we've got a lot of gorgeous colors. These look a little smaller, maybe a 7 millimeter. These are a clear and white swirl. Yeah, those are definitely a bit smaller. And we have aqua. I'm not dumping all of them out. I just wanted to show you all of the colors. And this jonquil, it's almost like a spring green. It's really pretty. Ooh, I love this goldenrod yellow. This is again a very vintage yellow. Look at that. With that AB finish on there too. Gorgeous. We have this like hyacinth orange. And then a gorgeous peach opal. Love that. Look at that. So pretty. And we've got a bunch of 6mm as well. So here is a really pretty like opaque coral red. I feel like I'm taking a really long time today, so I'm going to try to pick it up a little bit. And this opaque orange is gorgeous. Alright, I gotta take these out. Again, that peach opal. I needed to play with them. They're so pretty. And then this next color is really interesting. It's like a yellow ochre, sort of. Again, one of those vintage colors that I just haven't seen much on the modern market. Really gorgeous for fall, though. It really makes me think of leaves. But like fallen leaves. Some very vivid yellow. Lovely. Some opaque green, and again, this is a vintage green. I just love it. Kind of a sea green. Love the facets on there. So gorgeous. Here is a green and white swirl, which I think is interesting. I really like those swirled together colors. You get a lot of variance. And a deep olivine. Stick these under so you can see better. A deep olivine green too, which is a beautiful color for fall. It's so shiny. And then this, okay, all these opals, all three of these I'm just gonna have to show you. This gray opal, I love it. It's so stormy. So pretty. That would look gorgeous with some labradorite. And then finally, here's like a, at least as far as the opals go, here's a, technically I guess it's a, maybe a very pale lavender opal. I'm not even sure. I'm gonna have to look at the numbering on this one and figure it out, what glass rods were used to make it. But it's a very swirly opal. It's got like almost a white swirl inside it. It's really different and unique. Again, that vintage glass where I'm just like, I don't even know what to call it, but it's gorgeous. All right, and our last 6mm check here. These have like, I think a Lila bronze luster on them. Really pretty. And again, just so shimmery. I want you to see them in my hands because they have a lot of like purpley bronze gray tones to them. They're very pretty. All right, so that's our check glass. All this amazing fire polish will be up this week. And then after that, if we still have time, we've got some spacer beads in that I want to show you. So that's what we'll be working on at the end of the week. All right, so we have several different colors and finishes of beads coming in today. First of all, these copper barrels, which we had featured, well, they were the ones that we featured in the bundle were copper. We now have in other finishes as well. We've got this antique gold and also an antique bronze. I really love the patterning on these. They're so nice. They've got just this really fun round patterns there. And we also have them in antique silver. They have a good heft to them. These are pretty heavy beads. They feel very sturdy. So we also have, I think this is the only other copper bead we have coming in this week. The only copper we haven't already listed. And these are like a little textured flower oval. Thought they were cute. They look almost abstract, which is kind of fun. All right, we also have these like pillar beads, which I thought were interesting. We have these in gold and silver. And they're just like little cubes. They've got a similar design to these barrels. They'd be cute together. So there's the gold. And then we have them in antique silver too. And you get more than this. I'm just dumping a few out and leaving some in the bag. I believe these are 20 pieces, but I will check that for the listing. I thought these were really neat. So these are little faceted teardrops made out of metal in this golden finish. And yeah, just something a little different. I thought they'd be super cute for like little fringes or charms or earrings or anywhere you want a bunch of metallic sparkle. They do have more of a weight to them than a glass teardrop because they are solid metal. But they're just something cute and different, and they excited me, so I bought them. They were fun. We have some classic daisy spacers in bronze. So those are always good to have. We also have some rose gold spacers. These are like a little snowflake daisy spacer. Those are fun. And we also have, I'm not going to get these out of the bag because they're going to try to, well, I'm not going to put them on the mat. They're going to try to roll everywhere. We also have some really nice basic rose gold round beads too, which would look pretty with these, so you can see. All right, and here are, I think we've had these before, these little patterned square beads. We have these in gold. I know we've had them in silver. Now we have some in gold. And the rest of the new things this week are all silver. So let's take a look. I start at some of the bigger sizes and work my way down. Check these out. I just thought those were so cool. They're just like little spiral swirls. They are drilled through the middle here, and they have a slight little, like there's a difference in thickness between the edges and the center where they're drilled. I just thought they looked really cool. And you get 10 per bag, which they are quite large. That's a big pack. We also have these, which are like a really, almost an Art Deco looking. They look almost like an infinity symbol, but I just thought those were interesting. Little figure 8 beads or like joined circles. Yeah, they just had a major Art Deco vibe to me. So you get 6 per bag of those. And then we have these floral hearts, and they have a pattern, or a hammered pattern rather, on the back, and then a rose on the front. And I thought those were so cute. You get 4 of them per bag. They're very heavy, very solid. Next we have these ovals that are floral, and these do have the same design on the front and back. Again, you get 4 per bag, and they're pretty solid. Okay, these are fun. These are just like spades, I guess. They make me think of playing pinochle growing up. They're really ornate. You can see the top edge is kind of split like that, so to get that true spade shape. Decorated on both sides, and again, 4 pieces per bag. These are really heavy also, and just really kind of fun. Next we have some lantern beads, and these are a good size. Just your classic corrugated lanterns in that antique silver. We also have snowflakes. I try to get these in the winter or by the winter each year. You get 10 per bag. Super cute, design on both sides and center drilled. These are a fun shape. These little rhombus diamond shapes with a floral pattern on both sides. Get a good number of them, and they are pretty big. Looks like 20 pieces. All right. I like these rondelles, or like these disc beads. They're dotted. There's a lot going on with them. There's a lot of texture, which is fun. Definitely bring a little something different to your design. These faceted nuggets are fun. Look at these. You got 20 pieces, I believe. They're just something kind of different. They're shiny, they're kind of sleek, but they've got that nugget shape to them, which is fun. Got some rice beads. Very shiny. Very classic. And you got a bunch of those too. Some cute little flowers. Someone's in a hurry. You can hear that. But some cute little flowers. Little roses. Those are sweet. Some textured rondelles. Again, these would be interesting with the textured like disc beads. They go well together. They've got that same kind of bumpy vibe going on there. Some corrugated bicones. Very classic. These are fun. There's a lot in this bag. What are these? Ah, just little like honeycomb. They look like those little honey servers. Again, like the honey ladle. Yeah, just little corrugated rice beads. You've got almost like a little bit of rope detail. The antiquing is really nice. It gives them a lot of detail. And that is a big bag. Like there's a bunch in there. Those are cool. I like them. Ooh, these stars are fun. They're like little twinkle stars. Little 4-point twinkles. I don't know. They're just fun. And they are drilled side to side. So it's like a little 4-pointed star. These are cute little corrugated barrels. Those are really nice. I like small spacer beads too. Having a bunch of different sizes, like you can just mix them with different size beads. Gives you options. And now these are fun as I throw these little barrels all over the place. These are almost like the little, they're like the little Czech peanut beads, kind of that shape, which they stack up kind of interestingly if you put them on top of each other because they have that groove. So like little Lincoln logs almost. They'll alternate direction if you stack them because of the way that they're made. They have a surprising heft to them for their size. They're very solid and sturdy. Very cute. I like those. And then finally, we've got some triangles, which are very fun. Just something a little different. Pretty classic, smooth triangles. They've got a nice sized drill hole. Surprisingly big for how big the bead is. And we do have one other style, but I think there's someone else who wants to show those, so we'll hold off. All right, so this is pretty much everything that we're going to be working on this week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's been kind of a long one today. We've got just a lot of different stuff coming in. I'm very excited. You will start to see some of these items appear today. Probably start off with the gemstones, move through like the toggles and caps and crystals, and we'll finish up with check and metal towards the end of the week. So hopefully we get through everything. We generally list about 20 to 30 new items a day, so keep an eye out. If there's something that you liked here that isn't on the site yet, please know it is coming soon. We're working our hardest. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. I would love to know what you're excited to see in the comments and what you'd like to see us carry in the future. That really helps me know what you like, what our customers are looking for when I'm doing my purchasing. So love to hear your thoughts. Thanks again for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday and a wonderful week ahead. Happy beading.
My name is Eli, and I wanna show you my beads I like. and this is one of them. So it's kind of blue, and like, I don't know what's inside it, but I just like it. So this one, this is rainbow, and the reason I like it, it's because it's like, it feels good, and like, it's my favorite color and stuff, so that's why. And this one's pretty good. This one's rainbow too, but it's a butterfly that I picked with a little heart right there. And that's it. So this one I really like because these are little controllers and you can just play games on them. And this is my last one, so oh, and they're actually metal, and like I don't know, but
put them in your hand like this.
It's fine. I mean, you could do this, and it's awesome. Well, thank you for watching this video, and well, I don't know what to say, so bye.